Has there ever been a code of silence in the Chicago Police Department?
Again, in my personal experience, I've never heard an officer talk about code of silence. I don't know of anyone being trained on a code of silence, but that's in my personal experience.
Okay. And is that your position as the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department?
I'm just going to object to beyond the scope of this deposition.
The code of silence was part of it, and you
Yeah,
can answer it, their question.
So can you repeat that, please?
Is it your position as the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department that a code of silence has never existed in the Chicago Police Department?
Well, 1 second, hold on. I'm going to stop it right there. The Chicago Police Department was probably established in the 1800s.
Exactly.
No, look, there's nothing funny about it. So if you want to ask about a time period and limit it,
You're right.
so that's, I mean, you don't look that old, but I don't think you're around in the 1800s, so.
You're right.
And I'm still going to object to foundation because he cannot possibly speak for every single
Well,
police
look,
officer.
it's his position, and he's not asking to speak for every single
His
police officer.
opinion.
Well, let's ask the question. First of all, let's get the time frame on this.
All right. So I know the CPD was established in 1835, so I'm not going to ask going that far back. I'm going to ask about just your time as the Bureau of Patrol Chief and Superintendent. Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. When you were the Bureau of Patrol Chief, which is December of 2015 to the end of March of 2016, that's the time frame, right?
Yes.
Okay. In that position, did you know of any code of silence in the Chicago Police Department?
My personal knowledge is no.
Okay. Was it ever brought to your attention that there may have been a code of silence in the CPD while you were the chief of the Bureau of Patrol?
No.
While you were the chief of the Bureau of Patrol, did you not hear Mayor Emanuel's speech to the City Council admitting that there was a code of silence in the CPD?
I'll object to that characterization. You can answer to the extent you're knowledgeable about this.
Yes, I heard about it.
Did you disagree with that at the time that you heard it?
Again, my personal experience is that I've never seen or witnessed that. I can't speak to why the mayor made that comment.
But did you disagree with that comment?
Again, my personal experience is that no, I have never witnessed it or heard any police officers talking about code of silence.
Is that a yes, that you did disagree with the mayor when he said that?
Objection asked and answered. He already gave his answer.
It has not been answered.
You can agree or disagree with the mayor's statement if he knows what it was.
I had no opinion about what the mayor said. The mayor was speaking from what his experience is. So I really have no opinion about what the mayor said.
We'd like to take a break, please.
No, let's finish this. What should we take a break for?
Finish the deposition.
Well, how much longer is it going to go?
Quite a while, Judge.
The superintendent needs a water break.
I'd like to finish the code of silence questions before.
We got 2 or 3 questions and I'm done.
Were you surprised to hear the mayor in December of 2015, while you were the chief of the Bureau of Patrol, state that there was a code of silence in the CPD?
Personally, I really had no visceral reaction to it at all.
Since you've been the superintendent of the CPD, as the superintendent, are you aware of any sort of code of silence that exists in the CPD?
Again, my personal experience, I have not ever heard anyone talking about code of silence, trained on a code of silence, or even saying that they will participate in the code of silence. Again, my whole experience on CPD is if I personally knew of some misconduct or egregious behavior, I held officers accountable for it.
And when I'm talking about code of silence, so we're talking definitionally the same thing. I'm talking about behavior in which one police officer or a group of police officers protects another police officer from the consequences of misconduct. Do you understand my definition?
Yes.
Under that definition, do any of your answers change with respect to the code of silence questions?
No.
Okay. If you'd like to take a break, this would be a good time.
We are now going off the record at 2:02 p.m.